Hi,
Stop it. Have we started? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Hi, I'm Barbara Gaines. This is the Barbara Gaines Show. I'm Barbara. This is Mary of the Mary Barclays. This is Dave
Hi,
Letterman.
everybody.
Hi, it's a beautiful day. We're outside.
Where are we? We're in Oregon. We've been invited out here by the Oregon Chamber of Commerce.
That's what I
We're
hear.
on the banks of...
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking.
Oh. Okay.
Out in nature. This is distracting.
Oh, but have you been like locked up? Hey, you just got back from LA.
Yes. Oh, Mary and I were in Los Angeles a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about a week
And
ago.
I will say that in the wake of the horrible tragedies that have befallen that community, it was a very pleasant outing. Wouldn't you say, Mary?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw you on the TV.
They'll never get over that horrible inferno that,
Yeah.
my God, it's incomprehensible.
Yeah.
However, things in our lives couldn't have been more pleasant, and people were very nice. And yes, I got to be on TV. I enjoy being on TV. A lot of times people say to me, why do you do for that Barbara Gaines show, for example? I just like being on TV.
But this isn't
When
TV.
Dave and when Dave will sometimes go out and like do errands, and we've gone into the CVS where you walk in and you're on the camera there. Every time he stops and waves, he says, "I just like being on TV."
Yeah, and then I usually wrap it up. We'll be right back. It's just like having a show there at CBS.
The CVS is just like this.
Because CBS is. This is not as good as the CBS show.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, we're in
so
California.
you did a real thing in California.
Yeah, the people out there were nice. They were friendly. We did there's a kid who is very popular, John Mulaney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very funny,
Very
and I
funny.
think represents the new genius of stand-up comedy. He and a handful of other men and women have raised the bar. He's so eloquent. He's so thoughtful. He's so bright. He's so confident. You just can't get enough of John Mulaney. Who would be some others?
Very handsome. He's got a
the head of hair.
Yeah, I agree.
Jawline and
To all of that.
Fantastic
jacked
hair.
and,
Oh, he's jacked? I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
he looks really good.
Yep. And there are other kids who are as good, but it's a whole new. Like when I started out doing stand-up comedy, excuse the expression, it was pretty dim stuff. But this is a bright new day in the world of stand-up comedy. Anyway, he's got this show on the Netflix.
Yeah. Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights, and
Live.
it's
Right,
live.
live.
Yeah, it's called Everybody's Live. Is
Yeah,
that what it's called?
everybody's live.
Yeah. And it's like a talk show, except it's not. I mean, if you're hoping to see the Mike Douglas show, again, a 60-year-old reference, I'm sorry.
He had a show, Mike
He had
Douglas.
a show. I remember he got mad because Paul and I were talking about Mike Douglas, and I steadfastly announced Mike Douglas was dead.
Wait, this is on your old show?
On the old show, the late night show. And I knew he wasn't dead, but I was just doing it to see if we'd hear from Mike Douglas.
Wait, is that who you used to say stole from casinos, or that was someone else?
Stole from casinos.
Wait, it wasn't Mike Douglas?
Wait a
or
minute,
who else had
you're thinking of your brother, Ira?
No. He definitely didn't have a talk
Is it
show.
Merv?
Yes, it's Merv.
Merv didn't steal from casinos. Did I say that?
Something.
See, now if you don't remember Merv, there's no chance you're going to remember Mike Douglas. This is pathetic.
Was it Wayne Newton?
It's like we're talking to an empty classroom. Nobody cares anymore. We're old. We're just goddamn old. Oh, you know what happened when I was in California? I had not been there in about a year. And the previous time I was in California, Cali, they had riding around on the streets these little like lamp table sized motorized self-propelled delivery carts. And if you, like at 10 o'clock on a Thursday night, you need Mountain Dew. So you dial in your thing, and it'll put a case of Mountain Dew in this little buzz box. And they're annoying. And I hated them because I thought, this represents a technological advancement that sucks. If this is the best we can do, I mean, it's been 40 years since we put a man on the moon, and now we got these goddamn little delivery, rusted old piece of crap running around carrying Mountain Dew to shut-ins, and I hated them. And every day, oh Jesus! And you think you're about to be harmed when you're walking in one of them.
So there's little robots all over LA?
Yes, and
Oh, wow.
it sickened me because I thought this is not what they said the future would be. They said the future would be flying cars and you get a whole meal in one little capsule, all kind of cool stuff. This
Right.
was junk, just crap, just a waste of money. And people were knocking them over, stealing the Mountain Dew and setting fire to them. And I said, good for you. So now, driving in from the airport, and I'm with some people, and a friend of mine in the car said, oh, look, there's a Waymo. I have no idea what a Waymo is. And I'm looking around, I see nothing. So I go back to sleep.
You were driving?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You gotta get your sleep every few
Multitask.
miles. And then again, oh, look, there's another Waymo. Now this time, I see it, and what it is this brand new, shiny, spotless, white Jaguar SUV, and it's got space equipment on it. It's got a big dome on the top that whirls around like that. It's got flashing lights and things running up and down and measuring, and big things hanging off the front bumper and big things hanging off the back bumper. And I look into the Waymo, there's nobody in there. The son of a bitch is empty, but yet it's driving along in Los Angeles.
Self-driving
It's a
car.
self-driving car called the Waymo. And so now I'm on high alert. And just the complete opposite of how I hated the little BuzzBox delivery machine, I was delighted by the Waymo. It's like, whoa, better, because you always heard about, oh, they're going to be driverless cars. And you thought, sure, I guess. And then one would turn over and kill a bunch of people, and then another would head on into a truck and kill a bunch of people. And you just thought, well, we're never going to have driverless cars, because who better to drive cars than humans?
Sure.
Turns out.
So anyway,
Kind of.
this Waymo thing, there's nobody in the dang car. Nobody. And I'm thrilled. And now they seem to be swarming. It's like they think we are the mothership. And they're following us. And there's a Waymo here and a Waymo there, and they're making turns, and they're signaling, and they're going straight, they're accelerating and braking. It was like a whole new galaxy of life. So I'm thrilled now, and a Waymo pulls up right next to us. And I roll down the window, and with every ounce of energy I have, I scream, "Hey, Waymo!" As loud as I can, because I want people to know that I've interacted with Waymo. And then the next thing, for reasons I still don't understand, I did this. The window was still down, and I said, "Hey, Waymo, fuck you!" And the second I said that, I realized I made a terrible mistake, because the Waymo is omniscient. And somewhere is Waymo Central, where these are all being monitored. And Waymo now has on their file, digital file, video of an old man with a beard in a car screaming, "Fuck you, Waymo."
Right.
So I called Jimmy Kimmel and I said, "Can I stay at your guest house?" So
It was with great enthusiasm.
oh,
and excitement. You were
I
so
meant it. I was so
happy.
excited. It was like the best Christmas times 100. It was delightful.
And it came out as, "Hey, fuck you,
Waymo." And I did. My apologies, by the way.
I was delighted.
And then we tried to get a ride in Waymo. No, I still haven't ridden in a
I
Waymo.
downloaded the app, but it just didn't work out
God.
time-wise.
Do you think Waymo now has a thing against you?
Of course they do. They've seen me. I'm sure there's a warrant for my arrest.
Yeah, but they'll take money. They'll still come.
But I would love to ride Waymo, because it would be so nice, first of all, to see what kind of stuff other people may have left in the car. So there's a bonus. Secondly, you don't have to talk to the guy about where you're from. There's
But you
nobody
wouldn't
driving.
be nervous that Waymo will take you where Waymo wants to take you?
I would love that, to be
Put it in the
kidnapped,
app.
to be human trafficked by Waymo. That would be so
This
thrilling.
is so bizarre to me, because I feel like you said everything about this. You should be like, I'm never getting
Exactly.
in a Waymo.
No, nobody is more surprised than myself, because, as I illustrated, I had nothing but scorn for that big old stupid delivery box.
You have a whole rant about luggage on wheels.
That's right.
Like, this is,
That's right.
You know,
But this pushed right
it's the
through
end of
that barrier.
civilization.
But
People are
honestly,
lazy
I
carrying
know,
your
you've
bag.
never liked the luggage
It
on
was
wheels.
like, no, that's the end of civilization. People, oh, I can't carry my own luggage.
What about you
All
have
right,
a
let's
bad
put wheels
back
on
or
it.
whatever.
What do they say? We're
Don't travel. You got a bad back? Don't travel.
I mean, it's just so easy to wheel the thing.
I've never had a wheeler.
I know.
I
But
carry,
back to Waymo.
And by the way, I have a bad back. And couldn't care
I
less.
just think you feel it's more manly to carry.
But back to Waymo. You're all in. He was all in.
And like I keep saying, no one is more surprised that
Yeah.
I fell in love with Waymo. Not just kind of a but a long term. I'm in solid. I want a Waymo. I just want Waymo. Oh my God.
You should get like a commercial. This is Dave Letterman for Waymo.
Hi, I'm Dan Letterman. Have you heard about Waymo? But the best was they were swarming our car. So
Yeah,
I think
they were
knew
everywhere.
they were just neat. And by the way, they don't make that noise. They make no sound. They're quiet.
It's out.
And
It's
beautiful cars.
yeah,
White,
really
lovely.
nice, and they just kind of appear and
I know. Yeah.
drive along in
Are
traffic.
they only in Los Angeles?
Several
They're in
states. San Francisco.
San Francisco, Los Angeles, Austin, Texas, and then maybe somewhere in
Was
Arizona.
it Boston they were in or not?
No, I don't
Not
think
Boston.
Boston.
Muncie,
Boston, people in
Muncie,
Boston
Indiana,
would
the
turn
big
over the
Waymo
Well,
center.
that's very interesting.
It is odd, isn't
that
it?
Muncie would
Yeah,
get
I
them.
know. Yeah.
Well,
I bet.
I think
I think Muncie's got the
Brought
Olympics
to
coming
you
up too.
by Waymo.
I think so.
If there was a Waymo here now, I'd get in it.
Well, and just leave.
Sure, wherever Waymo wants to go. By the way, I don't care where it takes me. It can take me down to San Pedro. I don't care. I'm fine. I just want to be a part of that.
Part of the Waymo.
Hey, Waymo, fuck you. I'm so sorry, Waymo.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for
And
viewing.
if you subscribe today, the next 3 months are free.
Sure. View, subscribe, do it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Hey, Waymo, fuck you!